And well guys, it breaks my heart to do this, but it looks like we're gonna have to sell the collection. Now, I guess I should explain to you guys a little bit. Number one, no, this isn't some kind of joke. These animals really do need to go. However, it doesn't mean the entire collection is going. Stuff like my tokay geckos right here and the ones right behind me are the things that started Dakotah Blue Exotics, and it's gonna be the thing that ends with Dakotah Blue Exotics as well. So while, yes, we are selling a large majority of the collection, stuff like these tokay geckos right here definitely aren't going anywhere. I'm very happy to see stuff like my tegu lizards are finally coming out of brumation. We've got, of course, Rosemary, the red tegu. You guys might not remember it because we only saw her once before she went down like all of those months ago. As you guys can hear, Rosemary still hasn't adjusted to us because, well, you were only here for a week before you went to sleep. Now, this is another project I just can't see myself parting with. We haven't even been able to get some tegu babies. It would be a real shame to be able to just drop the project that we haven't even accustomed to, so stuff like the tokays and the tegus are definitely here to stay. Never mind. I was gonna take a king snake out for this next part, but all of them are hungry and want to bite me, so I guess we're not gonna do that. At this point, you guys are probably asking yourselves, okay, Dakotah, you're showing us all the animals that are not going to be leaving, but what animals are gonna be leaving? And a big one is going to be all of these king snakes that we recently got. When I first got these king snakes, I was told that I had two options. I could either keep them and breed them and I would split the babies with my buddy, or I could sell them outright and split the profits with them. And although at that time I was very interested in breeding California king snakes, unfortunately some stuff has happened. Probably no surprise for you guys to hear, but Dakotah Blue Exotics hangs on by a thread. We have a very small profit margin at this place. It just affords me to live below my means pretty uncomfortably. However, I get to live my dream breeding reptiles and working with these animals every day, so I'm okay with it. However, unfortunately, with the way that the economy is right now, stuff really isn't selling like it used to. Everything has gone down, and unfortunately, we need to make some ends meet and cut down costs of Dakotah Blue Exotics if we want to keep it afloat during these tough times. That means two things over here for us. We have to think of things with a business mindset. You gotta think with your brain, not your heart. And unfortunately, while I do like these king snakes, we really have to figure out which projects are either producing and making us money, keeping us afloat, and which projects I am extremely passionate about. And although I do like the king snakes, unfortunately, it's just not it for us, and we gotta let them go for now. I'll sum it up for you guys a little bit. There are really only a handful of projects we're gonna be keeping. That's gonna be the New Caledonian geckos, the tokay geckos, and the tegus. Obviously, the pets aren't going anywhere. Tim the Frill Dragon, Bimson the Argus Monitor, things like that are going to be staying. However, everything else is going to go. That includes the king snakes, corn snakes, jungle carpet python, our day geckos, our monitor lizards, everything basically. If it's not a gecko or a tegu or a pet, then unfortunately it won't be here any longer. I want you guys to know this decision was not made lightly. You know, I never want to get rid of animals that I've raised from little babies and grown up. Stuff like the jungle carpet and Juno are animals I have raised from little babies and grown them up to almost adults, and it just sucks having to part with them. However, when push comes to shove, if I have to choose between running the business still and having all of these amazing animals and subtract to only getting rid of a few of them, it's of course a decision I have to make. These are decisions you have to make as a business owner. It's one of those things where if I were to just try to be spiteful and hard-headed and just try to push forward with everything here still, it's one of those things that would end up crashing me, and to the point where you might not even see me anymore come the end of the year. Ironically, this downsizing does happen to take place pretty much right when our open shipping sale is. The annual sale we do when shipping weather is good enough and I can finally open up back shipping. So all of these animals are going to be with that discounted price as well. Of course, that discounted price is going to be 20% off using code EXOTICS. I like to change the code every now and then so people just don't keep reusing the same code. So type code EXOTICS in a DM on Morph Market and you get 20% off the total cost of said animal. That's going to be about the video, boys and girls. Life has really thrown an old monkey wrench at old Dakotah, and it's caused us to divot from what the plan was for all of these years and try to seek things and try to keep pushing in order to make this business succeed and live out my dream as not only a full-time reptile breeder, but a successful full-time reptile breeder. You can really do but keep trucking forward. A lot of things are going to be changing this year, potentially location. We might not be in this building anymore. Who knows? I gotta see how things pan out and keep rocking and rolling. I'm not doing well. I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for taking the time in your day to follow us over here at Dakotah Blue Exotics. If you are interested in any of the animals that we do have for sale, because there's a large majority, like 40 animals are listed on Morph Market right now, that link is right down there in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. We will see you next time, but until then, goodbye.